Packers, with the Lions letting go of both of their offensive and defensive coordinators, Detroit actually looks vulnerable. But can Green Bay take advantage of it to win the division? Let's talk football. All right, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the All Round Sports Podcast, where sports are everything on this channel. I'm your host, Antonio. Today, we are talking about the Green Bay Packers. Now, the Packers, after meeting an early season exit, as did every team of the NFC North, the Packers actually received some good news in the entire NFC North as the Lions let go of both of their defensive and offensive coordinators. While the offensive coordinator went to the Chicago Bears in a division rival, the Aaron Glenn went to be hired in the New York Jets. But the question is, can the Packers win the NFC North with the Detroit Lions looking vulnerable? Now, of course, many people might say the Lions are not vulnerable, like Amon-Ra St. Brown did, that even though the defensive coordinators are out, he doesn't think that they're going to take a step back. But it could go either way in that situation. But before we get started too much into this video, if you guys do enjoy this video, please be sure to do me a favor and smash the like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. But for now, let's talk about the Green Bay Packers. Before we get started too deep into this video, I wanted to give a shout out to the Grazi Posse and also Tom Grazi as well on top of it. Now, he sent me 3 Grazi raids. One came from last year in the divisional round between the Chiefs and Bills, while the other 2 came from this season when I was doing the game against the Miami Dolphins and Rams, and then the wild card round of the Chargers versus the Houston Texans. So I appreciate the Grazi Posse and also Tom Grazi for sending those raids my way. So quick thank you out to him. Now into the video. I do believe the Packers have a chance because if we look at their team right now, they have one of the youngest offensive cores in the NFL. They have 2-year, 3-year guys. And I know the injuries were holding them back in the Eagles game. I think if Watson is in that game, that the game would have actually been a little closer. And heck, maybe the Packers would have won that game. But if I'm looking at the NFC North, I see only 2 teams that can threat the Packers. The Lions, of course, and the Vikings. The Packers have been known to be dominant in the division for a long time. And now it's kind of looking like the Lions are in that position. But I'd say this to the Packers faithful, to the Cheeseheads, as they are called. If you could beat Detroit at least once, whether it's in your house or their house, you have a shot. Because Detroit is the ultimate new dominant threat of the NFC. Now, do I expect the Lions to take a step back with both their coordinators gone? Heck no, I don't. But you have a shot. There's no reason you don't have a shot because the Packers are a good team. I've said this about the Packers. They are one of the best youngest teams in the NFC. And I believe right now they have a better chance to contend for a Super Bowl than the 49ers do because they have a competent head coach. They have a competent quarterback. They have a competent offense. They got everything you need. They rank top 10 in the rushing defense for the first time in a while. which that was the main thing that Packer fans were looking towards. The Packers have a shot because if their defense played the way that it did throughout some of the games they played, they have a shot. And the offense, they have so many offensive guys. You got Josh Jacobs, you got Christian Watson, Tucker Kraft, and so many guys in this offense. Like, I can't even name all of them because there's so many. You have a quarterback stud in Jair Alexander and a safety stud in Xavier McKinney. You got everything you need to contend for the North. But the question is if you're going to be able to beat the Lions. You've been swept by them for the last 2 years. Can you go into Detroit or in your house and beat them? That's the main thing I'm looking at if you're going to contend for the NFC North. Because the Lions are the new team of the North. And if you go in there and beat them, I say you have a shot. Because the Packers are a dangerous unit. And I would not be surprised if they make the playoffs again. And who knows? Maybe the Cowboys won't be in there so they can blow them out. I do believe the Packers are going to make the playoffs. Whether or not it's going to be winning the division and being a division seed is unknown. But if the Bills can go in there, correction, if the Packers can go in there and beat some of those teams they're on their upcoming schedule, they have a good shot. And I do believe the Packers have a shot to win the NFC North, but I'm still not taking them ahead of the Lions until they actually go in there and beat them. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you guys think the Packers have a shot to win the NFC North? Let me know why or why not down in the comment section below. Anyways, hope you all enjoy. If you did, please make sure to do me a favor and smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, I'll see you all in the next one. Ciao for now.